It's summer here at Disney World. You know what that means.
It's time to beat the heat. One of the biggest things that can make or break your trip is your clothing that you wear. I always recommend breathable material and bright colors. If you're wearing a lot of black or dark colors, you're gonna hold in that heat, and especially if you don't wear something that's breathable, it's not gonna dry once you start sweating. Materials that I like are something that's like athletic wear, moisture wicking, something in that ballpark is usually really great. The biggest key is something that's really fast drying, like this is kind of like polyester or like a really, really thin cotton, something that will dry quickly once you start sweating. Even my shorts are that like fast drying, kind of like athletic-y material. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about if you're familiar with like Under Armour or something like that. Even consider your shoes, especially in the summertime when it's really hot. I love my Chacos. No, we're not sponsored, but I prefer something open-toed. That way, if it decides to rain, or even if your feet start sweating, they can dry quickly.
For me, I personally do not like to wear t-shirts. I find that I get pretty hot whenever I have any sort of sleeves, so I am definitely a tank top girl. Now, I will say if you are someone who is really sensitive to the sun or you sunburn really easily, maybe do opt for something with sleeves because protecting your skin is very important. But I definitely like these tank tops. I have basically pretty much every color you can imagine of these kinds of tank tops, and this is what I wear every single day. It's just easy to wear. That's what I like. And then I am a big fan of like skirts or tennis skirts. I like to have the shorts underneath. That kind of helps because, you know, you're getting in and out of ride vehicles and wind can blow and things like that. So I like having that aspect, but I like the really lightweight skirts because it's a little more breezy. It's not going to chafe me as badly, and it's just comfortable. For shoes, I wear these every single day of my life, rain or shine. These are actually reef sandals. So this particular design, I don't think that they sell anymore, but they have another design called the Water Vista that I do also have several pairs of. It's basically the same kind of shoe, just a different strap configuration. Love them. They are kind of made almost out of like that croc type material. So they're super waterproof. They have a thickish sole so that they're very comfortable to walk in. And I have walked dozens and dozens of miles in these shoes, and they're great.
I know this is disgusting, but this is a great time to talk about it, is that you sweat a lot and you're taking pictures because, you know, this is your once-in-a-lifetime vacation, and you don't want to look like a sweaty pig like me. So, you know, you can just do dab, 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 get the sweat out of your eyes when it starts to burn. I know it's gross, but someone has to talk about it. And then, look, now I look a little bit more refreshed for the pictures that are gonna be in your family for generation and generation and generations. I like to carry some sort of sweat rag. It could even be just a washcloth from your hotel room, just something just to do dab, 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 refreshing for a picture, get that sweat out of your eyes, like I said, and then you're great.
And because it is usually very bright and sunshiny pretty much all year, but especially during the summer, do not forget that sunscreen, and do not forget to reapply that sunscreen many, many, many times because the sunburn is no fun when you're on vacation. And if you're like me and you like to braid your hair or have your nice little part showing, don't forget to get some sunscreen there too. Also, can we talk about the fact that it is 9:30 and there is not a soul here? It is so empty for a Saturday. This is great. So if you can handle the heat, sometimes the summer can be a good time to come because no one is here. And the next tip is ride a water ride. Water rides are an excellent way to cool off when you're in the parks. There are 2 water rides in Disney World. There's Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which just recently reopened, and Cali River Rapids over in Animal Kingdom. I totally get if water rides aren't your thing, but on a super hot day, it can be a really good way to cool off. If you want to learn more about Tiana's Bayou Adventure, we'll have those videos linked in the description box below. If you've been watching any of our videos for any length of time, you know me and Mark Allen love our fans, and this is like my #1 way to stay cool are these fans. Now there are a million kinds of fans out there. You can get the little handheld like electric ones. You get the little ones that you can plug into your phone. You can get the ones that clip on your shirt. There's like a million different things, but to be honest, these work the best. What I like about these over all the battery powered ones is A, you don't have to charge it or worry about the batteries dying. And honestly, you get more of a breeze. With a lot of the handheld fans and even the neck fans, you're only getting like small parts of your face or your body at a time. With this, you can literally fan your entire self and the person next to you with just one fan. The only downside about these is they can break, especially if you use them a lot. So I would maybe have a backup just in case. But we actually just get ours in the China Pavilion, but you can also order them on Amazon too. The one thing that we forgot today that I kind of wish we had was our umbrella. Not because of the rain, but they actually can double as some sunshade, especially if you're standing in those hot outdoor queues in the bright sun, or maybe you're waiting for the parade down on Main Street. Those umbrellas can be a great little source of personal shade in a pinch.
I know Kayla just talked about fans, but honestly, there's a whole category of cooling devices or essentials, whatever you want to call them. And that can consist of a lot of different things. More we're going to talk about later. A lot of people will recommend a cooling towel. We personally don't use or even recommend cooling towels. And the reason for that is just because it's wet. You're gonna hang that around your shirt. It just doesn't look great for pictures. Once your shirt is all wet, it takes a really, really long time to dry. And so we just don't recommend them. Now, if you are someone that still wants to choose to purchase and bring a cooling towel, by all means, definitely feel free to do so. However, if you do, be sure to purchase those well in advance of your trip because they're gonna be so much cheaper than here inside the parks. Hello! You liked my shirt so much earlier this morning, I just had to get a picture with you. Yeah.
It's a microphone.
Microphone. They're all in the teeny tiny camera. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Making a quick pit stop inside of Cosmic Rays to talk about our next point, and that is hydration. Hydration is key, and it truly will make or break your trip depending on how much you're drinking. You sweat so much, so it's really important to replenish your fluids. As much as of a coffee drinker as I am, coffee and soda, I'm sorry, but it's not hydration. You really, I cannot emphasize this enough how critical it is to drink water. Disney just implemented a search feature in the My Disney Experience app where you can find water bottle refill stations just like the one behind me. Bonus tip is here inside Cosmic Rays and Magic Kingdom, there's two. There's one on each side of the mobile order window. So if there's a line for one, just go around to the other side and I almost guarantee there will be no line for that second one.
I know we're gonna pound this into your head, but truly hydration is so important. It's a lot hotter here than people anticipate it being, especially with the humidity and everything. And I kid you not, in the summertime, I see people passing out left and right. So don't be that person. But a way that I also like to help is with a liquid IV or really any type of electrolyte supplement. These are great. You just put them in your water. Liquid IV is like a bomb pop flavor right now. That's my favorite. It's so good. I call it my popsicle water. But these basically just help you to retain your water a little bit better, just like normal electrolytes would. I do have some links for these in the description box below. But also, let's say you aren't necessarily carrying around your own water bottle, don't forget that you can get free cups of ice water at any quick service location that sells fountain drinks. So Cosmic Rays is a great one. If you're in Tomorrowland, we always like to stop by the lunching pad. You don't have to wait in line for water. Just walk directly up to the mobile order window and they'll usually have some cups for you there. We need to talk about taking breaks and going slow. When it is hot, you can't be going or you're gonna pass out. Take a break, watch a show, ride or dark ride, or take a relaxing ride on the People Mover. Whatever you need to do to go slow and enjoy your day. Breaks are hugely important when listening to your body and making sure that you're not going too fast or pushing yourself too hard. So a few other things that you can do to kind of take a break. You can do a sit-down meal at a restaurant. You can shop in many of the gift shops. There's, again, lots of shows that have great AC. Whatever you need to do to stay cool, slow down. That's like the biggest tip that I can give you, is really just slow down when you're here in those hot months, because when you go too fast, it's not a good time for anybody.
One thing that a lot of people tend to overlook when it comes to the heat, especially in these hot months, is their park bag. I can't tell you how many times I see people walking around with a big backpack, and then I know this is gross and I'm probably judging people for doing this, but like as soon as you rip off that park bag, you just have this giant like sweat thing on your back. Yeah, it's just not fun. It doesn't look cute in pictures. So
Mark Allen's really concerned about pictures.
I mean, listen, I know I keep bringing up pictures, but like everyone wants to look good in pictures because, you know, this might be your once in a lifetime trip to Disney World and you're going to cherish these pictures for forever. So I'm helping you and your mom who's going to take a million pictures while you're here. You're welcome. I love a fanny pack. You don't overpack. It's not a lot on your back or your shoulder, and it's great because it doesn't leave that like sweat residue. And if you want to learn more about our park bags, what we have in our park bag, go check out the video linked in the description box below.
Tips for beating the heat is to get something cold, whether that's a Dole Whip, an iced coffee, a Mickey ice cream bar, whatever that you need to cool off. A nice cold treat does the trick. But also, coffee is not hydration, so you still have to drink water. For our last tip, we're actually leaving the park, so we'll meet you at our new location.
Where are we going?
It's a mystery. Go to a water park. That is our next tip. This is probably the best way to beat the heat when at Disney, especially in the summertime. It's only like a little after 10 and we are dripping with sweat.
It is already 88 degrees and approximately 110% humidity.
But there's no better way than splashing around in the wave pool, chilling in the lazy river, riding a few water slides, and there's even a fantastic perk that is coming to Disney Resort guests in 2025. When you stay at a Disney resort, you can actually visit one of the water parks for free on your check-in day. This, I think, is a really great perk, especially if you've always wanted to visit the water parks. I do recommend, if you can and you want to take advantage of this, maybe try and have your flight earlier in the day or arrive earlier in the day so that you can really take advantage of everything the water parks have to offer.
If you really want to maximize the free water park option, is to do what we call a split stay. Mm-hmm. This is where basically you stay like one half of your trip at one resort and the second half at a second resort. So technically when you check into that second resort, you would also maximize and get that perk as well. So you can almost get 2 water park tickets for free.
I think that's a pretty good hack. Let's go ride some water slides, yeah?
Yep, I need some water. Can you see the sweat that's like dripping down my face? It's hot.
Same.
Remember that sweat rag that I talked about earlier? This is why. But I did just dab my face, but you can tell that it's already sweaty again. So
let's take a closer look.
Oh God.
Wow.
You're welcome.
And this concludes our day here at the water park, but that is our favorite tips to help you beat the heat this summer at Walt Disney World.
And if you take one point away from this video, the biggest one is honestly to hydrate and take breaks in the AC. Don't overdo it. Don't pass out. Trust us on that one.
You can do Disney in the summer. You can have fun. You can be successful. You just have to be smart about it.
And if you made it to this point in the video, leave us the little hot, like, sweaty guy emoji. It looks like me right now. But that's all we have for you guys today.
Now go create your ever after.